Hi everyone, Kelsey from TC Fit. Today for yoga, we're going to focus on mobility, good mobility and stretching. So throughout our upper body and our lower body today, if something doesn't feel right, just stop and reassess your form and then we can get right back into it. So thanks for joining me today. Let's start in a seated position. Seated position, my legs are crossed, or you can have your legs straight out, whichever you prefer. Let's just focus on our breath here for just a moment. So place your hands on your knees and focusing on your breath, we draw in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Close your eyes if you'd like, envisioning your breath like an ocean wave. On your inhale, your wave hits the sand, hits the beach, and exhale, it's drawn back out to sea. Calm waters, crystal blue waters. Breathing life into your body. Fill your rib cage and your belly with air. A few more breath patterns here. Open your eyes. Let's place your right hand right next to your hip on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, flex to your right side. Inhale, center, and exhale, set it down. Same thing. Inhale, arm. Exhale, flex. Inhale, center, and exhale, release. Keeping your hips planted against the floor. Try not to let your hip lift off. Get a nice side lateral flexion here. Now hold it up and over on this side. Hold. Good. Lengthening through your rib cage and through your torso. Now I want you to kind of rotate your eye gaze and rotate your shoulder back. So your eye gaze is more up towards the ceiling. Up to the sky. And turning back to your center and then float your left hand down. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flex and lean. Inhale, center, and exhale to your opposite side. Inhale, exhale. Good. Just moving with your breath. 2 more that we're going to hold. Hold it over on this next one. Now open up through your chest, pull your arm back a little bit, eye gaze upward. And return to center and float your hands down. Now inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, twist and rotate and float your arms down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist, rotate, opposite side. So hips stay nice and quiet. You're opening through your chest, through your rib cage. Keep your rotation small here at first. Just allowing your body to move. Now one more, hold it on your one side. If you want, you can place your hand on your knee to kind of pull yourself, twisting yourself. Picturing your body like a washcloth, wringing out, twisting. Inhale, back to center, reach. Exhale, twist, rotate, opposite side. Hand can go on your knee. Add a little tension. And return back to center. Good. From your seated position, extend your legs out just softly. You're going to have your heels planted on the floor. We're going to do a little hip mobility, rotating from side to side. So draw your hands up here to heart center. You can always use your hands if you need to as well. But I'm going to invite you to just twist and roll to one side a little bit. So my legs are staggered. And then without using your hands, you're going to come up and over to your other side. There you go. Just pausing for a moment here. And rotating. It can be challenging not using your arms. Use them as needed. allow your knees to rock side to side. There we go. Start to creep forward a little bit. That's totally fine. Do a couple more each side. One more each side. And rest. Nice. Come to a seated position on your mat. So, instead of keeping your spine nice and straight, I want you to think of a C curve. So kind of round out your spine. Now maintain your C curve here. Hands go behind your legs, resting on your hamstrings, and then lift your legs up. We're just gonna roll back and then roll back up. Roll back and roll back up. Now, if you're on concrete, like myself, this might not feel the best for your spine. Just shorten your range of motion. You don't have to go all the way down, come down just a little bit, and then flex back up. Roll and lift, roll and lift. Now last one, now hold it down on your backside. Good. Keep your hands behind your legs here. Flex your feet so your feet are nice and flat. And then I want you to think of pressing your feet and pressing your heels up towards the ceiling, and then bend your knees back in. And then press and lengthen and release. Good. Reaching up. Big energy through your feet and through your heels. Now if you'd like, I'm going to invite you to bring your hands to your side. If you feel like you're tensing through your neck and your shoulders, flip your palms up or even rest them across your chest. Good, big active stretch, lifting up, lowering down. About 5 more here. Reach and release. Remember your breathing, pressing your spine, your tailbone towards the floor. 2. Last one, now I just want you to hold it up. Hold it up. Flex your feet. Good. Feel a nice lengthening through the back of your legs here, through your calves, through your hamstrings, all while trying to keep your upper body as relaxed as possible. And bend your knees in. Give your legs a hug. Option to rock side to side here if that feels comfortable for you. Place your feet flat on the floor, arms long at your side. Hip rolls, hip bridges. So I want you to roll through your spine, lifting your hips up. Pause at the top, engaging your glutes. And then roll back down. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Returning to your starting position. So you're demonstrating your hip and pelvic control by articulating up and down. So we're not just lifting and lowering the hips. Think of your spine like a pearl necklace, and you're picking up each pearl at a time, and then you're setting it back down one pearl at a time. Rolling up. Arms continue to reach long to your side. Your thighs and legs are parallel with one another, thinking like a long railroad track. Knees aren't caving in or caving out. Now on your next one here, let's hold it at the top. Hold it at the top with your fingertips reaching nice and long. Press equally through all 4 corners of your feet so your feet are right underneath your knees here. Engage your glutes. Glutes. Shoulder blades press firmly into the floor. Good, now keep your right foot planted. Pick up your left foot. Try to keep your foot flexed and then energy through your right glute, keeping your hips nice and level. Now from here, you're gonna open your left leg out to the side of your body. Just let it fall out. I know, try to keep your hips high and then bring it up to the center. Now set your hips down and then your left leg just goes across. Now I ran out of room here, but you can go as far over as you'd like. I'm bending my leg to allow for some space here. Good. Come back to center, set your foot down, lift your hips up again, same side. So the left leg is gonna reach up Now, if this is too much with the hips elevated, you can rest your hips down and do the same thing. Open out to your side, allow your leg to fall. Picture a glass of water on your right knee, nice and steady. And then come back to center, rest your hips down if you had them up. And then allow your leg to just fall over to the side. Arms can be long at your side or gently kind of lifted or reaching out to your side here, whichever's comfortable. Good, and back to your center. Place your left foot down. We're doing this again. Lift your hips up or keep the hips down. Left leg reaches up. And open out to your side. Good, engaging glutes. And then bring it back to your center. Set your hips down. And then allow your leg to fall over. Nice, get a nice torso rotation. And come back to your center. Place your foot down one more time. Lift your hip up or keep it down. Left leg reaches and then open out to your side. And come back to center. Set your hips down and then allow your leg to fall to the side here. Again, I ran out of room, but try to keep your leg nice and long and lower and rotate as much as you'd like. Good, come back to center. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. Send your right leg long and then really pull it upward here. And if you like, circle through your left foot and then switch directions. Good, now with your right hand, place it on your left knee, and then I want you to pull it across. Now lengthen your left arm away here and rotate. Big deep breaths. Come back to center and place your left foot down. Let's bring your right leg in. Now just your hip bridges that we did earlier. So roll your hips up. Pause at the top, and then roll yourself down. Let's do 3 more like this. No pain in your back, engage your glutes. Roll it down 2 more times. 1 more time, let's hold it at the top. Good, now keep your hips nice and steady. Left foot stays planted, pick up your right foot. Flex, reach. Now open your right leg up to the side as much as you can. Again, I'm running into my wall here. And then bring it back to center, set your hips down, and then allow your leg to fall over as much as you like. There you go. Feel a lovely stretch through your hip area. And return back to your center. Right foot sets down. Roll your hips up, left foot stays. Pick up your right, or you can have your hips down. Open your right leg out to the side of your body. Let it fall and open. And draw it back to your center. Set your hips down, and then draw your leg across your body. Relax through your chest. Stay nice and wide through your clavicle area. Breathing. Come back to center. Set your right foot down. Roll your hips up. We have 2 more times. Reach your right leg. Open out to your side as much as you'd like. Draw it back to center. Set your hips down. And then right leg goes across. Open through your arms. Big deep breaths. And return back to center. Let's go 1 more time. Right foot goes down. Rolling hips up. Reach your right. Open out to your side. Pause. Hips high. Come back to your center. Set your hips down. And allow your leg to just cross over your body, resting down. And every time, hopefully, that you did that, you were able to sink just a little bit further. Returning to center. Hug your right knee in, left leg long on the floor. Circle through your right foot. Make a big circle in your ankle. Switch directions. Place your left hand on your right leg and then pull it across your body. You can rotate as much as you'd like here, as long as you keep your shoulder planted against the floor. Good, now from here, just roll to your same side and then press yourself up. All right, we're gonna come to a child's pose position. I'm gonna face you here. So typically, we have a wide knees, and I want you to go wide knees, but if that is uncomfortable, you can bring your knees a little bit closer together. So nice and wide, and your feet don't have to be all the way together. They can be apart here a little bit. And what I want you to do is just sit back a little and rock side to side. Just rock side to side. So shoulder dips down, shoulder dips, shoulder dips. You'll feel a stretch through your groin here. Now pause in the center. Take your left leg and then bring your knee behind and then sit back. Sit back. Good. And come back to center. Right leg goes back and over and then sink it back and down. Returning to your wide child's pose stance. And again, you're gonna rock side to side. Just nice and easy. You can have arms fully out if you want, or I like to have mine in just a little bit here. Pause in your center, left foot goes behind, left knee goes behind, I should say, and then sit back. Good, up and over, right leg crosses behind. Sit back. And back to your center, wide stance, child's pose, shifting side to side. So notice we keep going back to our exercise here, completing repetitions, allowing yourself to perhaps sink just a little bit deeper every time. Pause in your center, left knee steps behind, sink back. You can sink as far back as your body allows. Come back to center. Right foot, right knee, step behind. Sinking down. Come back to center. Last time, gang, wide stance. Sitting back and then shifting, rocking side to side. Pause, left knee goes over, sinking back. Back to center, right knee steps over, and sinking back. Tighter side. Good, and return back to center. Let's take it to an all fours. Stance here, so your four-point kneeling, cat-cow. Fingers are fanned out nice and wide. We inhale, lengthen your chest and sternum away. Exhale, tuck and flex yourself under. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, tuck and flex. And just move with your breath. Chin falls towards your chest. Tailbone tucks under. Pause in a neutral spine. From here, we're going down dog. So hands, curl your toes under, lift your hips up, and then press yourself back. You're in an upside down V. Your hips are reaching high, your heels are falling towards the floor. Your ears are in line with your biceps. Ears are in line with your biceps. Pressing your hips back. Now from here, take a look at your hands. I want you to walk your feet in to a forward fold. Let your upper body hang. Now take it into a little squat and then stand. Little squat and stand. Now set your hands down, step or hop back to a plank. Hug your elbows into your side, drop your hips, lifting up, finding cobra. Now look over one shoulder, look over your other shoulder. Curl your toes back under, press yourself up, finding down dog. Pause and breathe. Take a look at your hands, walk yourself into a forward fold. Bend down, taking a little squat, and then stand and press back up. Little squat, stand and press. Set your hands down, step or hop back to your high plank. Hug your elbows in, lower yourself down, rest hips and thighs, cobra, lifting up. Now look over one shoulder and your other shoulder. Curl your toes back under, press up and back, down dog. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Got the hang of it here. Now walk your feet into your hands, forward fold, little squat, stand, little squat, stand, set your hands down, hop or step back, lowering down, chaturanga, and then cobra, lifting up. Look over one shoulder, other shoulder. Press yourself up and back to your down dog. Good. One more time. Take a look at your hands. Walk yourself in. Forward fold. Little squat. Eye gaze goes forward. And then lift back up. Little squat. Eye gaze forward. And lift back up. Hands down. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Lower down. And then taking it up. Cobra. Pressing up. Eye gaze over one shoulder. And other side. Curl your toes under. Press yourself up and back. Good. Stay here, focusing on your breath. Enjoying this lovely stretch. A few more breaths here. Now take your knees down to the floor. Let's sit back, child's pose. So knees are wide, toes together. Sit your hips back. If you'd like, you can create a pillow with your hands for your forehead. All right, bring yourself up gently. I want you to reach your right arm up and then thread it through underneath your left armpit. Your right shoulder drops down onto the floor. Here's the front view. And then lower yourself down to your comfort. You can rest your head down. And returning, reach your right arm forward, left arm reaches up, and then thread it through. We're just going to do some arm circles. So feet are just resting on the floor with your hips against the floor. I want you to float your arms up and then circle down and long to your side. Float them up, reach them overhead, and then circle long to your side. Just getting a nice range of motion through your shoulder girdle. One more in this direction. Now pause at the bottom, switch directions. You're gonna circle up and then straight arm, float them down. Circle up and float down. One more. And rest your arms long at your side. Now bring your feet and your knees all the way together. I'm going to invite you to just allow your knees to fall out to your side, and maybe the soles of your feet will come together. If you need pillows or anything for underneath your knees right here, feel free to grab it. Otherwise, just allow your legs to kind of fall out to the side. Noticing if you feel that one knee is allowing a little bit further range of motion. One side is typically always tighter than the other. Keep breathing. All right, now zip them back up to the center and then roll onto your right side. Roll onto your right side. Create a pillow with your right arm. You can have it bent or extended, whichever you prefer. So your knees are bent with, excuse me, your hips and knees stacked on top. Reach your left arm forward. You're gonna float your arm up towards the ceiling and then open up through your chest, but you want your hips to stay on top of one another. So you don't wanna fall backwards here. So open, and then swoop your arm up and over. And again, reach your arm up towards the ceiling, and then open, pause, and float it back over. 2 more times, up towards the ceiling, open, nice spinal rotation, and rotate back. One more time, we're gonna hold this one just a little bit longer. Open up, feel a lovely stretch through your pecs. And then bring it back up and over. Good, let's get our other side. So now you're laying on your left side. Knees bent, head supported with your right hand, arm reaching forward. You're gonna lift it up towards the ceiling and then open up out to your side. And then bring it back over. So I'm supporting my head with my hand here so I don't let my upper body, my head just hang. But you do what works best for your comfort level here. Scoop it over, arm reach up, and open. And bring it back over. Now on this next one, you're gonna hold it just a little bit longer. Open and hold. Take deep breaths. And then swoop it back over. Let's come to a seated position, just like we did in our warm-up. Seated position, sitting nice and tall. We're gonna do exactly what we did in our warm-up. So right hand is planted, left arm, you're gonna inhale, lift it up, exhale, flex and lean. Inhale, center, exhale, set it down. Again, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now on this next one, hold it over. Inhale, arm, exhale, hold. Notice if you're feeling a little bit better range of motion. Now open up, gaze goes upward. Return back to center and then set your hand down. Right side, inhale, arm lifts up, exhale, flex. Inhale, center, exhale, set it down. Inhale, exhale. One more time, hold it up and over here. And then open upward. Good, float your hand down. Now inhale, both arms lift, exhale, twist, rotate, pause. Twisting your body just a little bit more. Inhale, back to center, arms go up. Exhale, twist, rotate, opposite side, pause. And then inhale, reach your arms up, gather all your goodness and energy for the day. And exhale, we release. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit taller, a little bit better moving around once you've stood up. Have a great day, everyone.